Everybody probably knows this bloody device. It's called hot melt glue gun. You just take this rod made out of plastic, stick it in, and this device will melt it and the molten plastic will come out of this nozzle. You can use it to fill something, to stick something, glue something, mount something. It's a glorified universal device. But for me, it's a lazy tool to botch up everything. I believe there is always a better way of doing it. I'm afraid this tool is a little bit overused. People are using it in DIY projects or hobby electronics, but I believe there is always a better way of fixing something or mounting something, for example a screw. People often use this one just because they are too lazy to do it properly. I almost never use this one in electronic projects, but I have bought this one to fix a broken drain pipe. This one is not from eBay. I have bought it in a local supermarket, but it's made in China anyway. It's kind of dodgy because this nozzle is made of metal and it has no ground. It has a European plug. It is rated 230 volts 40 watts. And I was using it for a while and it was working well, but suddenly a loud bang. Something suddenly exploded inside. All the lights in the house went out, the breaker tripped and smoke came out of it. Something apparently went short circuit in it. So let's take a look inside to see what happened. It looks very simple inside. There is just the mains cable going in and nothing else. There's the trigger. When you press it, it forces the rod into it. The rod goes into some rubber hose and then into this metal part, which probably contains some heating element in it. When I measure it, it shows about 1 kilo ohm, so it doesn't seem like a short circuit. It's kind of blackened here, but it doesn't show any signs of short circuit. So should I plug it in once more? What do you think? This is probably not going to be the best idea. Oh shit! The light doesn't work. Now it shows open circuit, but I'm never going to do this again. So let's take a look inside. The cable goes in. There is some connection using heat shrink tubes. And the cable goes into some very thin cables or wires, but they are not bare wires, they have some very thin insulation on it. They go into the metal part with some screw on it. There must be some heating element in it. It smells horribly now. Can I take it out? No, I can't. It looks like something in a Kapton tape. Here it's blackened. So let's use a brute force to take it out. There is some metal part, probably just to keep it in place. It's not easy to disassemble. Even more brute force. This one turns out to be quite soft. So the brutality is over and it finally comes out. It's really tiny. Let's try to unwrap the Kapton tape. It finally reveals some rectangular component. It's some kind of heating element in a rectangular shape with metal plates on each side, and the mains is probably connected to those two metal plates. And the heating element is in between. I just broke one of the wires and the other one as well. It must be just some resistive material in between of two conductive plates. Maybe it's a material which increases its resistance when it heats up. Some kind of PTC, so it regulates the temperature. But it seems to be also prone to arcing over. Now the resistance is about 2 kiloohms, but the original resistance was probably lower. And there's really nothing else in the device. This is just a piece of hollow metal and a rubber hose with a spring, the plastic housing, a trigger and the cable, and that's it. This spring is nice. I am going to keep it for my keys. So this is Dad Gone Wild, and see you in my next videos. Nice, useful.